water. Look at all them air bubbles. Look at that. That is not carbon. That is just straight up oxygen. And I am doing declaration of non-consent. I followed the peace dealer and I had a wild hair that just told me to go live with this instead of just making the oh my gosh, I'm also terrible with computers if you can't tell. Instead of just making the recording only. So, if you want to say it with me, I just can say it with me. Let's go. I'm gonna look through this too. You can see, yeah. Bam. We are the source from the all source. We are sovereign. We are free. A declaration of withdrawal consent and non-consent published as public notice August 19th, 2015, a collaboration work by various authors for unrestricted public use into a reclaiming of individual sovereignty by one's individual intent and will. The following is to be declared in effect via the spoken word. This is my declaration of freedom from all control of AI beings and authority structures that interfere and harm against my sovereign free will. Let it be known that I withdraw consent. I terminate all contracts of agreements concluded by third parties regarding myself and herewith return all liabilities and karmic implications to the contracting parties on all levels, dimension, time, and timelessness. I withdraw consent to having any human being, living organism, machine, entity, person, corporation, secret group, or their representatives, or superiors, or employers, or on and off with allies, or anyone working for or with any of the above to spy, to look into, to watch, or in any way invade my privacy for any harmful reason. Privacy is defined as my own unique personal life experience. I revoke, I withdraw, and I retract all harmful agreements for all my body's parts, fragments, atoms, DNA, cells, etheric essence, as an entirety of being, as an entire universe that I am. On all levels, dimension, time, cycles of times past, present, future, on all levels of existence, for all my bodies, from the core being of the one that I am, to all my bodies across all universes. Even in the fullest time and space, where much is intended to be in hiding. Each experience is for my personal growth and development. It is not for corporations to seek profit from. They are not to be manipulated and controlled by any person, entity, corporation, government, religion, machine, entity, being except myself. These experiences, which are part of my unique life experience, cannot be used by any other human being, entity, corporation, group, nor other example of someone or something that is not myself, in any way that creates money and or capital for profits or control, whilst demeaning, degrading, or negatively affecting by living being. I'm learning how to speak with this actually, because life is going in that way, but the more I say it, the more I'm able to actually like sit down and embrace all these words, which are just genius, and I really appreciate the collaborative effect of this thing. The monetization, collateralization of my personal energy and personal being, myself, for the purpose of buying, selling, and owning or trading is forbidden and banned under any and every terminology, language, contract that is in being and has been used to control and manipulate my personal energy and being. The monetization and collateralization of my personal human body, which houses my unique DNA, that is my private domain for the purpose of buying, selling, or owning or controlling is forbidden and banned. The buying, selling, owning, and trading of my soul energy, my unique human body, on or by any stock exchange, financial institution, corporation, government, religious organization in this world or any other world is expressly forbidden and banned. The buying, selling, and owning of my unique and personal DNA, energy, physical body, consciousness, anywhere in any universe, any dimension, any astral level, time, or world is forbidden and banned. The harvesting of my energy by any I just got a feeling of October. Yay, Halloween. The harvesting of my energy by any group, organization, corporation, government, religious sect, astral entity, galactic being, or anyone who is not myself is now expressly forbidden and banned and barred. Whatever form it takes, my energy is my own creation. I do not consent to having harvested for others to use or to profit from. Such buying, selling, controlling, and amounts to slavery, and is forbidden and banned by me under my own sovereign free will and law that I impose. I withdraw consent to the use of nanotechnology, parasites, or any type of infectious disease or infectious technology whatsoever, whensoever, wheresoever, now in the past, present, or future, to be used upon my human physical body, my mind, my conscience, or my soul, whilst I'm living here on earth, in any places in and outside of space and time where such forces can influence one's being. I withdraw consent to any type of mind control or the use of intelligent technology, implants, physical, etheric, or astral, living and non-living, to be used on my living being, my physical body, my ethereal body, my electromagnetic body, Ghost Wookiee, my astral body, my consciousness, or my soul body, my light body, my cosmic body, which could possibly have any harmful effect upon my physical body, my mind, my consciousness, or my soul in any way. I withdraw consent to the external creation of dreams while I'm asleep. I withdraw consent to any human being, living organism, corporation, government, religion, entity, machine, dimensional being, entity entering my consciousness on any level at any time ever if the intent is to bring harm to myself or unlawful harm to another entity. I will draw consent to any type of frequency wave being used, currently used, or historically used, or target my private and clearly designated unique human physical, etheric, or astral bodies, my life, DNA, my cells, my mind, my consciousness, or my soul in any way that is negative. This includes any type of exotic, secret, covert, or Earth-based, off-world-based technology, which includes locations on the moon, asteroids, or other undisclosed places being used that projects pulses, sorcery beams, or waves of any known frequency which is conceived to be detrimental to the human body, mind, consciousness, or soul. I withdraw consent to the use and effects of fluoride in drinking water in addition to genetically modifying the food grown and sold for human consumption. I withdraw consent to aerosol sprays being placed in the air that I breathe, nor to programming being the sort of music I listen to. I withdraw consent to do not accept any programming placed in the audio and video images I'm exposed to. I withdraw consent to the negative manipulation of the weather and to the poisoning of the earth because these acts are harmful to myself and to others. I withdraw consent to the use of psychics, black occult magicians, archons, demons, negative spirits, or any entities using mental energies or other forms of frequency to harm or attack against my living being or bodies, or using my body to inflict harm upon others. I withdraw consent to a exotic machine like robotic technology, either physically, etherically, or astrally implanted, which used in any way to track, alter, harm, attack, abuse, infect, or harm my body, my consciousness, my astral body, my light body, my soul body, at any time, any place, for any reason. I withdraw consent to any type of deception being used on my living being at any time, anywhere, ever, if the intent is to bring. Anytime, anywhere. Use on my living. What the fuck? Technology. I withdraw consent to any deception being used on my living. Yeah, I withdraw consent to any deception being used on my living being at any time, anywhere, which creates any negative outcomes for the health and welfare of my own personal being, my mind, my body, my consciousness, or my soul, also known as my personal living being, or to my free will, my prosperity, my wealth, my happiness, also described as my life. I'm using my sovereign and lawful will and intention to declare in order that no energetic can deceive me personally or negatively, that in any way that affects me harmfully or son of a bitch. No energetic can deceive me personally in any way that affects me harmfully or negatively. No treaty made with any human being, corporation, government, religion, entity, machine, whether on this planet or off this planet, is valid if that contract or treaty in any way affects my life, my mind, my body, my consciousness, or my soul in any major or negative or harmful way. No treaty made by anyone anywhere is valid if it gladly affects my living being, breathing being, my life, my happiness, my prosperity in a harmful or negative way without my full and comprehensive, transparent consent to set or say the treaty, even if I personally am not party to such a treaty. This includes all corporate treaties and contracts, as well as any treaties or contracts considered to be off-world and or interdimensional. I remove all prior consent to deception, harm, enslavement, or control of my living being, my physical body, my ethereal body, my electromagnetic body, my astral body, my consciousness, or my soul body, my cosmic body, and my light body on any and all levels. Any previous consents or contracts through any form attached or assumed consent is now completely null and void, forbidden, and banned upon all levels of existence. Any contracts made during any of my previous on or off-world incarnations that involved gross deception, gross violation, trickery, mind control, black occult, sorcery practices are all here and now made permanently null and void. No contract I've signed or agreed to, either in writing or as assumed tacit agreement, as concerns incarnations in any way, shape, or form upon this earth is valid, regardless of any perceived amount of time or space, physical, dimensional, or otherwise, has transpired since that original contract agreement was begun. If any of my previous consensual contract which I was party involved me being under duress and or were made as a result of deception, they are all now deemed invalid. If any of my previous consensual contracts involved intentions of using me to serve another selfish agenda, F you, or a purpose, I said F you, they are all now invalid. Any person, being, corporation, government, religion, entity, machine, consciousness that wishes to have a contract, agreement, or treaty with me, my living being, my physical body, my ethereal body, my electromagnetic body, my astral body, my cosmic body, my light body, my soul body, my consciousness, or my consciousness, must do so in complete transparency with every single piece of that information written out. Jesus Christ. Every single piece of that contract and consent explained in full detail with absolutely no missing information or obligations left unstated or unexplained. It must be written on full, my fully conscious approval and wet ink signature. Public notice urges criminal harm-inducing appointed caretakers or leaders, including earthly visitors, whom are their supporters in any being, entity, corporation, government, religion, machine, or persons aligned in any way with any of these beings. If any such things as listed above are being done or ever were done, then those acts occur without my consent and will be considered deception and are void and null. All tasks which I presume consent for by me for any act of doing done by another person, entity, being, etc., that affects me in any way that I perceive as negative, harming, or controlling my free will whatsoever, whensoever, wheresoever, is hereby now permanently removed, challenged, and denied. It is denied to any and all beings, unless a current contract or treaty has been negotiated with me personally. Notice to agent is notice to principal. Notice to principal is notice to agent. No further notice is deemed necessary. This is now both written and recorded on this planet Earth Gaia, and upon all world, dimensional, multiversal, universal records. If any human being, entity, government, religion, corporation, group from this planet Earth Gaia, any dimension, any universe, any other perceived level of existence, wishes to have any contracts, agreements, or treaties with me, they must do so face to face in this physicality with my human body resides and on this planet, in full agreement of my free will to choose to do so, only under the agreements written in this declaration. That means step up if you're going to try and, swindle or try to. My lighting is bad here. It's because my hydroponic system. I just redid all this stuff today. Anywho, that just means step up, come up. Let me know what you want. What do you want? And if you really want to make an agreement or treaty with me, let's do it. Just come up to my face. I don't give a shit who you are, what kind of demon you are, or whatever. We'll figure it out together, I guess. If I agree with you, if it is under the agreements written in this declaration, like if nobody gets hurt, so if I don't get hurt, I'll hear you out. And I have the right to my own sovereign free will to update, change, or modify this declaration at any time. So, let's go. All right, well, y'all have a good one. Bye. Oh, this is the Declaration of Non-Consent, Prince Haman. I'll see y'all later. I've been up since 4 a.m., so. Thanks for joining me.